I would like to go to Gulu, Uganda. That would take a couple thousand, and then revisit some of the children and adults that I worked with and spread it out among them.
If I were to win $20,000, I would divide that in half and give 10,000 to 10 different people, 1,000 apiece, and ask them to perform or provide random acts of kindness.
Well, after the taxes, I'll probably end up with $12,000. So then I'd give it to Sister Mary Fran to invest in the 401k fund.
It's okay.
I had $20,000. I can't imagine how much I could put in my garden, plants and wildflowers and berries and nuts and fruit trees. It'd be awesome.
To pay off my debt if I win $20,000.
And if I win $20,000, I will pay Jerry's debt off of $20,000. I will pay it only of $19,000. And the other $1,000, we're going to buy new wigs. New wigs, okay?
If I have $20,000, I will hire a lot of judges to help people who needs to fill up their documents in order to find asylum in this country.
I would rent a cabin close to the ocean or some large body of water. I would use it as a retreat for writing.
The other 10, I would distribute it among my friends and family in Kansas City, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, and all the various places I've served over my years.
I would buy a new car and I would make a nice donation to the Sisters of St. Joseph.
I Googled the top 10 dog places to visit. Wisconsin wasn't on the list, but I think that's my top 10 place to go with my little Bruno. If anybody hasn't known, he's my St. Bernard. And then we'd probably donate a big majority of it.
I would help my church out. Then I would plant seed where God told me to plant it into people's lives. There's a pine tree in my front yard that needs to come down. I would get that cut down. And my son needs a car. I would give him a little car that I could pay for, take it back and forth to work. That's what I would do with $20,000.
Well, the correct answer should be donated to the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet. I mean, they're trying to raise some money. But my personal answer, and actually my answer as another sister would be, I'd like to invite some sister to take that Le Puy trip so that they could touch base with our foundations and see those historic sites, the kitchen in Le Puy and the refounding in Lyon.
I would like to have a fresh bouquet of flowers delivered to my home every week. And with the other 10,000, I would have a bouquet of beautiful flowers delivered to the chapel here at Carondelet.
One thing I would definitely do is start a trust fund for my granddaughter for college later on. She's only in 3rd grade. Yesterday was her first day at school.
I would find someone who's able to increase that money to $60,000. And after the $60,000 is there, I would do more research for the teenager who has supposedly developed a system of removing plastic from the ocean.
Well, if I was fortunate enough to win the $20,000, and it would have to be with God's help, I would give the money to the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet. Their mission is too important in this world. And I love the sisters dearly. So I would want them to have the money to use for worthy purposes.